Hello everybody, this is Pun the Frugal Streamer, and I have some great news for you, and that is Streamlabs OBS. Yes, you heard it right, Streamlabs OBS. They have decided to take open broadcast software, our beloved streaming software, and make their own version of it. They released news yesterday, and it's probably the biggest news they have ever released, at least that's what they said. But what they have done is they have taken and integrated pretty much everything Streamlabs has into open broadcast software and made it one application. Now that excludes a new chatbot that they just came out with, but all the Streamlabs web browser stuff that we've been using for setting up donations, doing overlays, all that is integrated into one nice piece of broadcasting software using a framework within OBS. And what they have done pretty much is amazing. I think if you're a fan of OBS, you're going to be able to hop into this really quick. You're going to see how easy it is to move your overlays that you have, all your settings from your current OBS over to Streamlabs OBS, and you'll find out that it is almost faultless. And so I wanted to go through this real quick, show you what it is. Now, this video is going to be geared for people that are already familiar with OBS. So let's go ahead and get going on this, because I think you'll really like some of the new features. And I'm also going to show you some things that they did not add that may keep you from using this and sticking with OBS Studio. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and switch this over, and we'll go through all the things, including the UI, which has changed a lot. Okay, so here is the new Streamlabs OBS. This is a couple different options you have here for the look. Dark mode is currently here. You can turn it off and you can go to light mode. Of course, I like dark. It's a lot nicer. But it's really easy. It's right here on the thing. Also, it's interesting because to set this up when you initially download it, you're going to go in and log into your Twitch account, okay? And that's going to do a number of things, and I'm going to show you this clip on me setting up my Twitch account right here. So when you connect, you're going to connect to your Twitch or your YouTube account, and this is going to go in, and you're going to have to log in through the Twitch and get a notification key so that you can then, get access so that it'll integrate Twitch and connect to Twitch, and it can pull your data from Twitch. And you'll see why this is important coming up, because there is a lot of integration with Twitch that this uses, and I think you'll really like it a lot. But you can see here, I mean, you go in and it's asking you to import your stuff from OBS, and I've selected my Punisher stream, which is my normal scenes collection. And I mean, it integrates, and it'll run a series of tests, including bandwidth, that sort of thing. And it'll import everything right in, and it's really nice. And it takes a little bit. Give it a chance. Let it optimize. Let it run this test. And then when it's ready to go in basically about a minute or less, you'll be ready to go. All right, so now once you've got everything set up and it's integrated and moved over your overlays from your other OBS, you can get familiar with a couple of these new things. So, for instance, I remember I told you that it has integrated OBS with all the Streamlabs functionality. So go to your dashboard, and that's going to bring up what we're familiar with Streamlabs. Okay, so you have everything right here: your donations, subscribers, your donation settings, account settings, your different widgets that you want to add in. Everything is right here, just like if you were to go to their website and log in. So you no longer have to do that. It is right here. And notice you're still streaming while you can go to this. Okay, you can go live, you can record. It's pretty cool. The second thing they have here now is they have a library, okay, which is, on the website. You can go and install one of these nice pre-made overlays with widgets and everything already installed, and it goes right straight to your settings right here. And what I have done is I'm using my standard stream stuff, as you can see, that I've been using on my other OBS studio, and it's actually moved it right over flawlessly. Everything, all the settings are right there, so I haven't had to do anything. But even when you install one of these pre-built overlays, I mean, it's simple. It integrates right in, and then you can bring it right over here and edit everything. So what I'll do, I'll show you real quick just how it works. I'm just going to install this minimalist right here. Kind of give you an idea of what it does. And you know, it's uploading everything. These are media files that you see here. These are the different screens that you can have that it will install, and the widgets, everything is set up here, and it's making a scene collection automatically for you. And so when it does that, it moves over to your editor. Okay, so this is where you can edit your scenes at, and this is where it will default to. And it's pretty nice what you can do here. So, for instance, if I wanted to change my name, I can go to properties right here, click on it, and, you know, type in _Punisher, right? What I type. Still can't type. Good Lord. There we go. And so, you know, you have that. If you click on the boxes, you can move each layer down. Notice the cursor's changed a lot. And there's also a new function that's in there that many may or may not like, and that is snapping. You have snapping now available for your Streamlabs. So it'll help a lot. So like right now, that is snapping. If I'm barely moving it, and it's snapping to that overlay right there, so it makes it nice and centered, which is really neat stuff. And I really like what they've done, especially with showing you the pixels, so you can actually center this and get it lined up right. And boy, it's so anyway. So that's really nice what they've done here, and it's really easy to set up. So your editor is going to be your main screen, and that would be, you know, what we're used to seeing with OBS. So how you get to your different scenes is a little different. So scenes are still on the left side over here, but instead of the old way of showing all of your scenes in a list right here, what they're doing is they're showing you the scenes right here, and what you can do is switch them over, and it takes a little bit to do as it's loading them in, but it does happen. And so there you go. So that's how you switch your scenes over. Sources are pretty much the same. You can't right click now inside the box and add sources. The only way that you can do it is by hitting the plus symbol. Okay, and you'll notice now, look at all the different things that you can add inside of your sources, and this is really nice. You can add your typical stuff that we're used to seeing in OBS. Video capture device, for instance, will add a source there. Notice that you can either add a new source here, or you have an existing source that it gives you the option to add. So you still have that functionality, which is really nice. But this is nice because now, in addition to the sources that we're used to adding, you can also add the widgets. You don't have to go to the dashboard of Streamlabs to add widgets. You can actually add them right here inside of your sources. Okay, so that's nice, really nice. So let's see. The mixer is pretty much the same. There's really not a lot of change here. Just to show you the filters, and for instance, you have all your standard filters that you can add in. This is a plugin that I had installed in OBS Studio that it's brought into Streamlabs. So even some plugins will become available. But there's really not a lot to talk about with Audio Mixer. It is pretty much the same, but what I want to show you is some of the things that you may not realize. Okay, and that, for instance, is this little arrow right here, and you're saying, well, what in the world is this little arrow? That little arrow is your chat. They've integrated your Twitch chat right into your live stream and right into OBS now. So you're logged into Twitch, you can bring in your Twitch chat. Include, you got your viewers, your viewer list, you got your different settings, just like as if you were inside of Twitch, and it's really nice. Now, here's another thing you got. You can go in and edit your stream information from inside of OBS now, and you don't even need to go to your chat bot. You don't need to go to Twitch and do it. And there's something new that I want to show you about. One of the things that they bragged about, that they boasted about with this, is that it will use optimize encoder settings that are game specific. Okay, so I can go in, and when I type in Battlefield 1, it will use optimize encoder settings specific for that game. I guess they've done some research or done something that will improve the quality of your stream based upon the game. And this is one of the things that they really bragged about. Also, you got different profiles here. And I think this is something that comes up based upon the initial setup when it's analyzing your PC, analyzing different things. But the one thing to keep in mind with this is that the program right now is in beta. Okay, so there's going to be some functionality that is not going to be there, although you may see it. And for instance, I want to show you one of those. Now, see, so for some of these outputs, like right here, I can check them, and some of them are there, but they can't be checked. So I'm trying to click on these guys right here, and some of this just is not turned on yet, although you can see it in the UI. So there are some things that they have not implemented yet, although you can kind of get an idea of what they want. Like projectors, for instance, I can't select none of this stuff. It's staying grayed out, and and there's not, and like system trade, same thing. But so that's just some stuff to keep in mind. So your stream key, your stream. Here's an option here. Now this is something that I wanted to talk about. It's one of the things they have not implemented with this. And so now we have we have streaming services, which you have all your normal. And here, this is for you guys that do not have a capture card and want to stream without a capture card. And you can use RTMP to stream over to your streaming rig, or from your gaming rig to your streaming rig, using this sort of setup. But they did not take and implement the NDI plugin. And this is something I have not yet found out, is whether or not you can actually install OBS plugins that third parties have built into this. So that's something that is up in the air, and I'm going to do some research on. But as of right now, the only way to stream without a capture card using this is through, streaming to a streaming server. Okay. The NDI plugin is not available, but you do have that ability to do that without a capture card. But this is really, I think, probably more geared toward people who use capture cards. This is also geared more toward people who are trying to stream on a single PC. One of the things that they've boasted about is that this program is a lot more efficient than the way you would normally run OBS on your system, because you would also need to run other apps. Well, this is all these apps, web browsers, running Chrome with Streamlabs, all that stuff. They've taken and integrated all this into one app, so they're saying it's going to actually use less CPU. Plus, it's optimized. The encoders are optimized better, is what they're saying. This is going to be something that may help for you people that stream using one PC, with gaming, because you're not going to have a bunch of other applications running in the background. There's a lot of the stuff is not nice here. So like right now, I could be live streaming, and here's my preview down in the right corner. and you can go and you can see an event viewer for your stream. And likewise, it has your chat. It's really nice, and this is all built in. So, you know, and you don't have to go anywhere for it, and you don't have to quit streaming for it. One of the cool things that I like about this integration is something you can do that you used to have to go to Streamlabs site for, and you can do it right here in your editor now on OBS, and that is testing widgets. So you go here, click here. Let me switch to my scene that has the widgets installed, and you can test your widgets right here. So you get your follow indication, you can see your event viewer. You can do the same thing for subscriptions, you know, donations. I mean, it's all right there. It's really cool, which is really nice. I like this a lot. I think Streamlabs has really done a fantastic job with this. OBS, you know, is really cool. The fact that it's open source and other people can take it and build their own fork off of it and stay within the boundaries of the law to keep it free is awesome. And that's what Streamlabs has done here. Now, one of the things that I said last night that I was mistaken about was that they partnered with OBS. They did not partner with OBS. Okay, they did this on their own. This is their own fork of OBS. So here's the key. If OBS Studio comes out with an update, that doesn't mean that Streamlabs OBS is going to come out with the same update. They won't work together. It's going to be their own thing. So once OBS Studio comes out with an update, Streamlabs is going to have to do their own programming to integrate the updates into theirs if they intend to do so. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to talk about real quick that they do not have here that I think is a key to whether or not you're going to use OBS Studio or use OBS from Streamlabs OBS, and that is Studio Mode. Okay. Studio Mode is not available in Streamlabs OBS. Okay. So there is the ability to use transitions. All right. So you do have the ability to use the transitions, but you don't have the ability to edit a scene while you stream. Okay. So transitions, if you go to your cog here above your scene, all your transitions are here, and what they've done, they've actually added some new transitions. Okay. So the cut, the fade, the swipe, and the stinger are currently in OBS Studio, but they've added this fade to color and this Luma white. So you click on those, and then as you see here, you have the different changes that you can make with these. So that's how you use your transitions, and those will transition by default. If you switch from one scene to the other, as you can see there, as it's doing the Luma white from left to right. And they're easy to change over. You just have to, you know, change them over, and now you see how they work. So there is that functionality that OBS Studio has that you may, especially if you're podcasting or if you're doing some recording where you need to edit scenes and all that stuff while you're live recording. I can think of podcasts as the big one that sticks out to me, where you would want OBS Studio over this. So that's something to keep in mind. I think that's a big deal. I really like Studio Mode a lot, and I use it a lot. So, but I will be using this a lot. I'm going to stream with this today, as a matter of fact, and check this out because I've yet to stream with it. I want to see how well it does compared to OBS Studio in terms of performance and the encoding and how the quality of the video is. That's the key things for me that I'm wanting to test out. And so with that being said, guys, here's my plan. Okay. So I'm going to come out with a bunch of tutorials for this, and this is going to be for new OBS people, to go through, show you how to set up, how to do a scene, how to do a source, that sort of thing within the UI of Streamlabs OBS, or what I'm going to call SLOBS. Okay. Everybody's calling it SLOBS. They're calling it SLOBS. It's a funny name. I think it's kind of, you know, I don't know if it's necessarily the perfect name for it, but it's funny anyway. So, and I like it. So we're going to call it SLOBS. So I'm going to come out with a bunch of SLOBS tutorials, and it's going to be geared more toward new people that are getting into streaming, because I really think this is what this is geared for. It really is. It's geared for somebody brand new coming in. They don't have to spend a bunch of money on overlays. They can get right in and use a service that has everything you want to make your stream look professional, and the broadcast software is built in right there. Boom. And it's not based on a browser. It's an actual piece of software on your computer, which is really cool. Another thing I'm going to do that a lot of people with OBS are going to be interested in is doing side-by-side comparisons with encoding, recording, that sort of thing, to see how well it performs compared to what we're normally seeing with OBS. All right, so guys, so that's it for me. I'm going to go ahead and get this video done. I appreciate everybody watching. I think this is a game changer for streaming. I really do. I think this is going to definitely cause some waves with people that are using paid services for streaming when they see what they get free with Streamlabs OBS. All right, guys, that's it. This is Pun the Frugal Streamer. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe out there, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.